Well, here on this channel, I intend to share some of my life. What my life right now looks like: a health journey, looks like my relationship with God, maybe travel. I just got my passport renewed. So it just kind of depends on what I want to share. But nonetheless, I'm glad that you are here today. And I don't know if you see my last video. Technically, if you watched it, I am brand new, so I'm not sure if you watched it. But my last video, the date in the video when I was talking, I said was May 17th, I believe. And I just posted it last week. But technically that video is about 6 months old. Yeah, because today is October 18th. And that video was like me being all excited about, I'm going to do my YouTube. I'm already on this health journey. I'm going to start my weight loss journey. And I want to do it for accountability, all of that. However, you'll notice that that's about 6 months ago. And I haven't made much progress. And I mean, how many of you have been there to where you start the year, or you start a point in your life where you was going to make a change? Weight loss is common, so let's just be transparent about it. A lot of us have. But whatever that change is, starting a business, of how you want to be a friend to someone, your relationship with God, and for some reason you don't find yourself actually making progress or changing. And that's pretty much what happened. That's what's been happening. That's what always happened, and I'm just sick of it. So I'm here 6 months later to confess I failed another one of my journeys. Yeah. And you know what? It's on me. It's on me. And so today I kind of just want to walk through that. I have a notebook here. I will look down a lot. I'm new to this. I don't have everything off the top of my head. So I'm going to write. I'm going to read from my notes. Okay. So I just wanted to share what's happened between then and now, or my mindset and how I realized that I really do need to walk this out with the Lord. So here we go. So let me find out where I was at. When I think about that video, I feel like I had all the tools. Like when you're starting out in your mind and you want to make a change, you have all the tools. And for me, I had access to more than one gym. Yeah, even in that video, see, I'm in one of the gyms that I have access to. I had access to more than one gym. I am a single girl and I have no children. I have no responsibilities but to myself. My time is my time. So I have time and I have a stable job. I have money that can fund my meal plans. I have the ability to do some of the things that you should do for the nice formula to lose weight. I got it. Yes, I have times that I'm stressed out. However, and I have the desire. I have the desire as well to make a change and see myself differently. I have all of my reasons, but I didn't make the progress that I thought. I'm also on a personal healing journey, so all of this is happening at the same time. So to me, it makes sense that while I'm healing, let me also lose weight. But then, since I didn't make progress in 6 months, I'm like, okay, guys, so what happened? What's been happening? And so, like, if you've been here before, you can probably relate, you know? And when I was talking to God, I, sat quietly and I started to hear words like, procrastination, lack of solid routines, bad habits, lack of discipline. And then when I look back, I was like, yeah, I can see why I procrastinated. I can see why I ain't been disciplined. I got time wasters, and some of those time wasters look like late night TV here at the house, being on social media. All of that affects how I sleep. Extra snacks, getting up to actually go to the gym because I prefer to work out in the mornings. Not eating my meal prep at home. Are you like me where you make your meal prep and then you don't always eat it? Oh, that's such a waste of food. But not eating my meal prep at home and actually stopping at one too many drive-ins, or when I am invited out to eat, instead of choosing something that would be better for me, I choose the bad thing. So I was questioning myself like, do you really want this? And the answer is yes, I really do want it. But it just feels like I'm battling myself. So when I was talking to God about this, he reminded me of something that Paul said in Romans chapter 7. Paul says something like, I don't understand myself. Like, I want to do like I have the desire, I want to do the thing that I want to do. However, I don't do it. Instead of doing the thing that I should do or want to do, I do the opposite and do the thing that I hate. Now, not saying that I hate, but I do have a dislike for, or I feel differently about who I've been. You know, in this chapter in Romans chapter 7, he's talking basically about how sin and your old self, your old ways, personality, habits, all that stuff, you can be tied to that stuff. You can be bound by it, even though you're supposed to be new and changed. And that's kind of like how I felt for me. I had to confess that I feel like I still covet and desire and practice my old ways, bro. So I gotta be honest and say, even though God is trying to change me and I want to change, I'm losing a battle within. God's word says that it's good to have physical training, but training for godliness is even better. And I had that. I was trying, I'm going to the gym. I mean, lifting weights. I mean, like I said, I got my food, but that doesn't mean I was changing the person who's been creating all these bad habits and plans and attachment to gluttony. That don't mean I've been changing that person, right? And so I was like, okay, you're training for godliness. So what is godliness like? And I had to think about it, attributes of God, which an easy one to find is if you just go to Galatians and you look at the fruits of the Spirit. Fruits of the Spirit, which I feel like I got most of these, but he highlighted the one that I was talking about. That's how God works, how he string things together when you ask him questions. So the fruits of the Spirit are things like love, peace, joy, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness. I kind of, I feel like a part of my journey has been all of that, a lot of that. But that self-control, that's another one that I actually feel like I don't have, or I thought I had, or I thought I could just get easy, but I haven't been. So I feel like without self-control, and especially when I battle it with gluttony, I feel unorganized and rushed, and I feel like I fail, and like I said, I get embarrassed, and I just don't want to remain the same. I want to divorce or change the person that I've been. And I realize that I've been working with the same hand or the same personality that used to depend on food, who used to not have good routines down. And so I've been hiding a little bit. I've been hiding a little bit because I could see that I was failing, and I didn't really want to show the transparent me that says, oh yeah, I'm about to start this, and the next thing you know, see that I failed. But that's exactly what's happened. But why would I let that stop me? Well, I kept trying the whole time. So I can't really say that I failed. What it did do was help me see where I'm struggling. And where I'm struggling is the fact that I'm changing, but I'm also not letting go. I'm not setting boundaries for myself that says no more for this. And so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I just didn't want to like go into the next video after showing some old video from 6 months and you thinking you're gonna get me the next day doing a meal prep, which I obviously didn't do. I just feel like I wanted to show that video to show where my mindset was. You learn a little bit about me, and I mean all those things, but at the same time, I'm a human being who has flaws, and I've been here before, but I'm just tired of being here, So if mine's is gluttony or a form of gluttony and other things, what about you? I'm saying that to say, what is something that you've tried to stop doing, but you find yourself still doing? What old versions of you is still creeping up or present or revisit you? You might be someone who keeps going back to an ex. You might be someone who, situationships. Maybe you are supposed to stop listening to certain type of music, but you still do. I've been there. Do you gamble? Do you drink? Do you just squander your money? Do you squander your whole paycheck and pay to go see people out of town in concert knowing you need to pay your rent? I did that in April. When I went to go see the Kendrick Lamar. Everything got paid though. Everything got paid. But anyway, or maybe Maybe you like too much celebrity gossip and you say you're going to stop doing it, but you do. I don't know. The point is, I just wanted to kind of share that because I find that I've just kind of been breaking my own heart, breaking promises to myself when I desire differently for me. God is right there to help me, but now I need to actually incorporate the Lord in it. I feel like God was helping me anyway, but I wasn't being intentional and proactive. I didn't make a plan to include God. Some people in the world, they lose weight just fine and they don't have God. They don't depend on God. Everybody's story is different. For me, mine feel like attachment that has to do with forms of deliverance. And he's helped to walk me to this point. I still absolutely believe that I'm going to lose weight. I still absolutely believe that I'm going to be a fit babe. I still believe it. I want it. But it had to catch up with my mind. All I know is that I don't want to be Lot's wife. Lot's wife, when they were leaving Sodom and Gomorrah, when God told Lot and get his family and get his kids out of there, and one of the instruction was that when you leaving and you moving and you going forward, everything ahead of you is new. It's having faith. This woman, unfortunately, turned back around. And if you know the story, she froze and became a pillar of salt. What's the use of salt if it lacks seasoning? That's a different scripture, but that's something that the Lord said anyway. What's the use of being salt when you lack seasoning? No, thank you. No, thank you. So all that to say, you are free to put anything in the comments that you feel like you're struggling with. I would like to hear your story. If you want to share it, it's up to you. If there's something you need prayer for, please let me know. If you have advice for a girl who has done every amount of investigation to weight loss and tips, I'm more than welcome to hear what you have to say. I want to build a nice community of us being helpful to one another, mentoring to one another, taking on healthy, good criticism. Don't just be being mean for no reason. But yes, I want to get back to the things I said I was going to do, basically. So I just want to say thank you for visiting me. This was just kind of like a little diary moment. And if you have any suggestions or you have a question that you want to ask me about, I'm more than happy to take it into consideration. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time, and then we can see what I'm currently doing. Bye.